Title: The Polar Bear Rescue You Won't Forget. The screen opens with breathtaking footage of the Arctic. Endless sheets of ice shimmer under the pale light of the winter sun. Snow-capped glaciers rise in the distance, their jagged forms standing defiant against time. The wind blows across the landscape, carrying a sense of desolation and raw beauty. In the heart of the Arctic, survival is a battle fought every day. Far from any signs of human life, a lone polar bear trudges across a shrinking ice floe. Its thick fur is frosted, and every step seems uncertain. The ice creaks beneath its massive paws, threatening to crack at any moment. The bear pauses, sniffing the frigid air. Its eyes search for a safe path back to stable ground, but there is none. The ice floe has drifted far from the main pack, surrounded by icy waters that would be deadly even for a strong swimmer like the polar bear. Scene transition. Remote Arctic Research Station. A small, rugged research station sits on the icy landscape, its metal walls battered by the relentless wind. Inside, a group of scientists monitors wildlife movement across the region. Screens display radar signals and satellite imagery of the surrounding ice fields. One scientist, bundled in a heavy parka, leans forward, eyes narrowing at the screen. "There's something unusual here," she says, pointing to a moving blip far from any stable ice. The team gathers around, their faces etched with concern. "It looks like a polar bear. Stranded," another scientist confirms. The room falls into a tense silence. They all know the dangers a bear faces on a melting ice floe: starvation, exhaustion, and the risk of drowning. "We have to do something," the lead scientist says decisively. Scene transition, helicopter launch. Outside, the wind howls as the rescue team prepares for takeoff. The helicopter, painted bright orange for visibility, sits ready on the ice. The crew secures ropes, harnesses, and emergency supplies. The pilot gives a thumbs up, and the rotors begin to spin, kicking up a storm of snow and ice. Text on screen. A race against time begins. The helicopter ascends, cutting through the gray sky. Below, the Arctic stretches endlessly, a vast and unforgiving wilderness. Aerial view, stranded bear. The camera captures a dramatic aerial shot of the polar bear, now a tiny figure on a fragile patch of ice, surrounded by dark, frigid water. The bear paces anxiously, its breath visible in the freezing air. The ice beneath it groans and cracks, breaking apart bit by bit. Text on screen. A life hangs in the balance. The helicopter hovers above, creating a whirlwind of snow. The rescue team carefully lowers a specialized harness designed to safely secure large animals. The rescue. Tension builds. The bear freezes, eyes wide with fear as the harness descends. It sniffs the air, unsure of this strange object invading its space. The team watches anxiously from above. "Come on, big guy," one crew member mutters under his breath. The bear takes a hesitant step forward. Suddenly, the ice cracks loudly, a jagged fracture splitting the floe in two. The bear lunges forward, driven by instinct, and steps into the harness just as the last chunk of ice gives way beneath its paws. The team quickly secures the harness and begins lifting the bear into the helicopter. Successful lift. The bear dangles momentarily in the air, its powerful body suspended by the harness. The crew works swiftly to stabilize it, gently guiding the animal into the helicopter. The camera captures the vast, broken ice field below, a stark reminder of the bear's perilous situation. Text on screen. A daring rescue against impossible odds. The bear lies quietly, its breathing heavy but steady. The team shares relieved glances, knowing they've just saved a life. Scene transition. Safe release. The helicopter lands on a stable ice sheet far from the danger zone. The crew carefully lowers the bear back onto the ice. For a moment, the bear stands still, its massive frame silhouetted against the snowy horizon. It looks back at the rescue team, a silent acknowledgement of their efforts. Then, with a powerful stride, the bear lumbers off into the distance, disappearing into the vast Arctic wilderness. Text on screen. A life saved. Hope restored. Closing scene. Reflective message. The camera pans across the serene Arctic landscape, now peaceful once more. Text on screen. This rescue is more than just a mission. It's a reminder of the fragile beauty of our planet and the responsibility we share to protect it. Final message. Join us in safeguarding wildlife and preserving the world's last wild places. Like, share, and help spread awareness for Arctic conservation. The screen fades to black with the words, "Together, we can make a difference."